The Beach FM Business Lunch Show, brought to you by PlaceMakers Kapiti Horowhenua. Together we're building New Zealand.
Welcome back to the Business Lunch Show on Beach FM 106.3 with Damian on your Wednesday afternoon. And let's talk hospitality now. And let's welcome into the show from the Refinery Bar and Eatery, it's Kim Karaitiana. G'day, Kim.
Hello.
How are we doing during this time, my friend?
We're doing good. Happy to be out of lockdown in level 2. And starting to see some people coming in and out and about. It's lovely.
Yeah, excellent. We all missed you, believe it or not. So the refinery, what we always start, we've been talking business, local business, and it's been a tough time for a lot of people out there, but probably more so hospitality. When you deal with people on a face-to-face level that you guys do, restrictions come in. It's going to be average. But you're back into it from last Thursday because you are a restaurant as well. How has the last week been for you guys?
Look, it's been obviously a bit of a challenge getting back into it with all the rules and regulations, and I actually think people actually themselves, the customers, are even a little bit scared to come and, sit in their bubble and the 2 metre rule, and it's all a bit overwhelming, even for our staff, to learn these things and do the COVID training. So there's a lot in it, but look, it's gone really smoothly. Our staff are just buzzing to be back working, and so are we actually. And it's just lovely to see those lovely supporting locals coming in and buying from us, and supporting local essentially.
Absolutely, and that's why we started the show 5 weeks ago when we are talking to locals, getting the stories, and let's hear the refinery story. How long have you guys been around? How long have you been in the hospitality business yourself?
Well, my husband and I, we purchased Refinery Bar Eatery last year. We took over. It's obviously had a bit of a hard run, the previous few owners.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of flack we got from people going, oh, good luck with that. But look, we've had our eye on it for some time. We actually own the Pine Tree Arms at Kapiti Horowhenua Beach for 7 years.
Yeah.
So it was sort of the next step really, and going into a restaurant sort of thing was really the next challenge, coming into the big food side of things.
Yeah.
So we took that on. It was a bit of a hard time. I was heavily pregnant, had my baby in July, and that's when we opened.
Wow.
So we don't do things in smalls, and everyone would probably agree with that. So we jumped in and got into that. My husband renovated it, we gave it a big clean, and it looks fantastic. I'm really proud of how it looks. But our belief was really just to have a nice place where families can go, bring the kids, have their beautiful food, and just walk away and go, wow, that was a good experience. And, I think we're sort of doing that. And right up until lockup will close down, we were starting to really get a bit of a good build, really. We're coming up and having all these bookings, and it was fantastic. Functions booked and people coming in, and then obviously it happened. So it's gone a little bit quiet.
Wow. Okay. What a crazy time to open a business, but fair play to you. What was some of those early learnings from going from just bar to introducing the restaurant side of your business? Was it a new world for you? Do you kind of knew a little bit about it, but learned more real quick?
Well, yes, good question. My husband actually comes from a DB background, so he's very passionate about his beers and his craft beers. He's a bit of a beer connoisseur as such. I'm not. I'm more of I won't tell you what I'm into, but it's not beer, it's more the wine and the top shelf stuff. But awesome. No, he's very passionate, and you've got to have that good range. It was a bit of leap of faith. We've got a great team behind us, fantastic chefs who have obviously critiqued the menu. We've got a really, really strong background in the gluten-free and the celiac side, which we're quite passionate about. So that's something that we found out there hugely with children and adults, and they can't go out and eat anywhere. So we wanted to really make that a part of the diet, that people could come in and just sit down and eat safely, which means obviously you've got to do a lot of things in the kitchen a little bit differently and a little bit better with rules and things. So our chefs did that with their eyes closed, which was fantastic. Front of house are amazing. We just needed people to want to come in and feel welcome and have a great dining experience, really. And yes, it is something different compared to the Pine Tree, where it was mainly just alcohol. We did a little bit of bar snacks, but now we have a proper dining sit down experience, which is great.
Awesome. What's been? Everyone's got a local story, and if you say you don't, you're lying. What's been the special thing for you of being part of that, part of the community? You know, being on the other side, it is a staple. We all need a bar in the area, in the community, and what's it been like for you to be part of that community?
Well, look, it's been amazing. I was born and bred here. I'm a local girl, even at the hospital, the Papram Hospital. So to come back into the community, you know, mum and dad and my three brothers, we sort of, you know, we grew up here essentially, and to actually open up a bar. Well, we've had a couple of bars, restaurants now, so it's nice to bring that back to the community, have a nice place, nice haven. You know, and I've had so many friends supporting us locally. You know, just all my friends through my daughter's school, through Refinery Beach, and you know, they're all just really hoping that we succeed and backing us, and they've all turned up to all the events that we've had, and you know, even on lockdown, they've bought takeaway meals from us and things like that. So they're the people that keep us going. And our story is that we just believed in the location. We really wanted to give Kapiti something, and I guess if people aren't sort of supporting you, you're not going to be there really. So you know, without them, we wouldn't be here. But we seem to be ticking away, and we just really need to get back into it, and hopefully, you know, come out glowing in a year or so.
Amazing. Like you talk about everybody pitching in, helping in, and it definitely does take a village to help you guys. But you also help others, and you're involved in the Women's Refuge as well, aren't you?
Yes, we're really passionate about that. It's just something that people probably don't tend to think a lot about. My husband's been a product of domestic violence himself, and he was really passionate when one day he just said, you know, there's going to be so many families going through this right now with this lockdown, and unfortunately the children suffer quite a lot. And I think the stats are coming out now after lockdown about what's been going on and things like that. So we've been working with Kapiti Women's Refuge, and what we've been doing is doing a collection on a Monday just for coffee. It may seem little, but you know, we've raised a little bit of money, and we've gone and made these wonderful packs full of food and fresh produce and chocolates and things for the kids and wraps, and put them together and drop them off to Louise at the Women's Refuge in Kapiti. So they were really well received, and we're looking to probably do that for the next 8 weeks going forward. So we're still continuing to do that. So it's a gold coin donation, and we're Kapiti Coffee Company is supplying the beans and the cups, and we're doing the milk and stuff, and yeah, everyone's rallying and getting on board. So yeah, please pop down on a Monday and give back. It'd be great.
Awesome stuff, Kapiti. Is that Corbin in the team?
Yes, it's good old Corbin. So we're really big on buying local and supporting local. So we do all our, you know, even our eggs and our veggies and everything come locally. Everything we're sourced locally. So yeah, that's one of our biggest things. And even with our food in our restaurant, everything's made fresh. Nothing is bought in. So that's one thing we pride ourselves on.
Outstanding. Now, quickly, Kim, we've talked about all those special things, but we are in the midst of a pandemic at the moment. So, how have you guys adapted to the new normal for the hospitality, and more importantly, yourself?
Well, look, I'll be honest. You know, we only opened Thursday of last week. You know, are we wearing PPE? Are we wearing masks? Are we doing, you know, all these things that people are a little bit scared about doing? So, thankfully, we are a big venue. We have got a huge function area. We are able to spread out. We didn't have to remove tables as such, like a lot of the smaller places. We've distanced and taken, you know, seating out, so people can come in their bubble. They can sit down, have a lovely meal, feel safe. They're not, you know, crossing over. We're sticking to the one staff policy where you're seated and people are coming up, and you know, you're sitting down and you're taking your order, and that you're dealing with that one person. So the hand washing, the cleaning, that's, you know, we're really big on that. And obviously it's working quite well, and it becomes second nature. I guess you don't tend to think about it as much now. I think people coming in are noticing it because, you know, they're spaced out a bit more. There's, you know, places to stand, so they don't have to, you know, stand by people when they're paying, things like that. It's a big venue, and I think we are going to do well because of that. And the fact that you come in and it's spaced out, you're not crammed together, it's probably going to be one of our saviours really going forward.
Amazing. Okay, well, I won't take up too much more of your time, but lastly, how can the people get in touch? How can they reach up and find you?
Hey, look, like our page on Facebook and Instagram. We're really, you know, we're really trying to market ourselves, you know, what's coming up, all the events. We've got burger nights and quiz nights, and and things. And it's really good if if the locals get behind us on that one and help each other really, because we're buying local. But yeah, just like our page and come in and have a coffee and try our food. Love to see you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Kim. Really appreciate it. Go well, my friend, and I'll come in and get that coffee soon.
Thank you.